Hi, this is Jill from Charleswood Karate, and in this video, published on December 28th, 2012, I'm going to go over the Charleswood Karate upcoming event schedule. Now, all of this stuff is posted on the Google Calendar that we have on the website, so you can visit it that way. But I'm going to go through it here, and also as a link in this video and wherever this is posted, you should be able to find a link to download this upcoming events in PDF format, so you can download it and print it for yourself and have it in a more succinct format than the Google Calendar provides. Now, note that the Google Calendar includes the general training schedule, and this does not. So if you're, this includes only the things that are extra from the general training schedule. So if you're looking for when general class times are, it won't cover it. You need to go to the website. So you can go to charleswoodkarate.com and check out the schedule there. So I plan to update this document and create a new video every once in a while and let you know how things are going and what's coming up, because I find this would probably be easier to explain than to write it all into blog posts. But there will be blog posts associated to this. So let's take a quick look at the schedule. We're going to take a more in-depth look at January and then just kind of skim through some things that are coming up past then, because those things, there's going to be more stuff coming in and some of the things might change a little bit as well. So 2013 January, we have a few notices here. First of all, Sensei Ron would like to let us know that there are no longer any Wednesday evening general session classes for the winter 2013 schedule. They may be introduced at a future time, but as it stands, the Jiu-Jitsu group is renting for the Wednesday, for that old time slot that we had on Wednesday. So they're, aside from Young Tigers program and the training on Wednesday morning or Wednesday at noon, there's no Wednesday evening training classes planned for winter 2013. The Young Tigers program is still taking registrations, and that's for children aged 4 to 6 years old. The kids who aren't quite ready to go into the general training program and be put into the one-room schoolhouse with kids from 6 to adult. So Young Tigers is designed to be a reasonable class size, a 10-week program, 1 class per week that introduces the kid to karate, and it's a fun atmosphere with instructors that are really good with the kids. So if you have any questions about it or you'd like to register your child, give Sensei Ron a call at 204-896-3354. I'll talk a little bit more about those in a little bit here. So the next notice is about the conditioning classes, and they're scheduled for January 5th and 19th from 1 to 3 p.m. and they're open to all ages and all ranks in the general training schedule. Now, these conditioning classes are designed to be heavy, hard workouts. They're going to be very intense. They're going to have a large cardio component, a large strength building component. You should come out of this completely exhausted. Now, how hard you train is really up to you, but if you're not planning to train hard, you won't be welcome back, so you should really think about that. So this is for people who are really looking for a reliably solid workout, and it's going to be led by Sensei Phil Harris of Heijishin Karate. Sensei Phil Harris also grew up with the Charleswood Karate crew in Charleswood Karate and in the previous clubs that Charleswood was associated with. Alright, so some specific dates in January. Saturday, January the 12th, the Young Tigers Saturday program begins at 9 a.m. Wednesday, January 9th, the Young Tigers Wednesday program begins at 6 p.m. So both of these programs, I believe, still have registration space available. So give Sensei Ron a call and find out more about it. There have been a fair number of students who have progressed through young tigers and then into the general training program, and I know we have a few that actually reach black belt as well, so it's interesting to see, and you can start your child right away. Other things that we have going on is Saturday, January 19th is the tentative day for the board breaking event that was moved back from a December event that Sensei Ron had initially chosen. No, the December date. So the board breaking event will happen on a Saturday, and right now it's looking like the 19th. I'll confirm that, and pay attention to the board at the dojo, and you'll know what's going on with that. The day that it does happen will be a Saturday, and it'll happen both in the 10 a.m. kids class from 10 to 10:45, and in the youth and adult class that's from 11 to 12:30. So if you're interested in giving that a try, come on out. It should be a lot of fun. And finally, in January, the last thing I've got noted here is Saturday, January 26th, and that's the first round of the Inter-Dojo Shotokan League of Manitoba events, the IDSL. These ones are going to be held at the Charleswood Karate Dojo, and requires you to be at least brown belt to participate. Now, while it requires you to be brown belt and higher to participate in the events, I highly recommend anyone who is interested in tournaments and competition and is blue or purple belt to also come and help out at the timekeeping tables or just watch along the side. And of course, anyone of any rank is welcome to come and watch along the side in the viewing area. But blue belts and purple belts, I would highly recommend coming and getting involved. So bring your gi, wear your belt, and come and sit at the timekeeping table and start to learn the process of the rules about tournaments from the inside. So when it comes time for you to step up and do your tournament presentations and performances, then you'll be a lot more familiar with what the judges are looking for and what the timekeepers are looking for and how everything works. And I personally have found that that made my tournament competition way easier and way less stressful. Alright, so that's January 2013. Those are the things that are happening outside of the general training schedule. There may be things added, so again, make sure you check the board at the dojo. Things are always written there. And there's also extra information on the board at the dojo, which includes things like a boot camp that's available in the dojo that goes from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. or something like that. It's not Charleswood Karate associated, but because it's held at Charleswood, members will get a discount. So you can find out information about the boot camp quick fat loss clinics at the dojo on the board. And you can also find out information about the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu group that is renting space and renting time from the dojo. So just to skim through some of the stuff that's going on beyond January, important things are in February we have our seminar and testing with Master Frank Woon-a-Tai. He's 9th Dan and one of the heads of the International Karate Daigaku. I'm looking forward to these seminars. I know definitely the last seminar that we had in November where Shihan and Maureen came out, I was pumped for a week afterwards. It was really exciting, and everybody, all the black belts that I was talking to were also really excited about what we had learned and what we had gone through. And if you haven't taken part in a seminar like this, I highly recommend that you do it. Also, if you are planning to test, this is the next testing that's coming up, is February 8th and 9th. So start working toward that one quite heavily. If you're planning to test for a Dan rank, you're already training heavily toward your testing, because it is expected that you train, 6 months, 3 days a week when you're preparing for a black belt testing. So whether you're preparing for your first Dan black belt or your second Dan or your third Dan, you should have already been heavily engaging in preparation for this Dan testing by now, since we're already in December. But there will be black belt testings on February 8th and the evening of February 8th after the brown and black belt class, and then there'll be regular Q rank testings on the 9th, which is Saturday, after a Q rank class. The experience of training with the number of people that go to a seminar is really great, and I always love it, so I look forward to seeing you there. Another thing in February is that we've got the second round of the Interdojo Shotokan League, and it's in Stonewall this time, which is actually really big news because this is the second year of the IDSL, and all last year, all of the events were held at Charleswood Karate. The events didn't move around. So now that it's kind of demonstrated that it's lasted for a year and that it's got a good following and stuff like that, Sensei Phil has really put work into contacting the various dojo heads, various instructors, and finding out how he can move this tournament around, move these events around, so that it involves more people and it gives people more familiarity with other people's clubs. I personally think it's great to take a little tour and go through and spend some time at somebody else's club under the capacity of a tournament. Makes it easier and less stressful than just walking in and training with them. But it makes it easier to walk in and train with them later, which is the camaraderie thing of karate, which I really enjoy. So another thing we have coming up is the Stonewall tournament on March 9th. If you haven't gone into a tournament before, you want to prepare for this. You want to go into this no matter what age you are. If it's your kids that are training, you want to make sure you get them into this no matter what rank they are. Tournaments really bring up everybody's game. They make you think about your training differently. They make you concentrate more. They make you realize what's you're doing well and what is weak and needs work. And they're a lot of fun, and a lot of fun to share with your dojo mates. So put that on your calendar, Saturday, March 9th. I expect to see a lot of people from Charleswood out at Stonewall, because it'll be a lot of fun. And this one is all ranks and all ages, whereas the IDSL is restricted to brown belts and above. So we'll be talking more about the Stonewall tournament and the rules and things like that in future videos. Other than that, we have a bunch of things coming up that we'll talk about in future videos, but really they're kind of too far away to really talk about very much. But the dates are here, so if you are interested in attending these things and you have questions about them, talk to Sensei Ron, or you can talk to myself, Senpai Jill, at the dojo. I'm pretty familiar with most of the things that are going on. And that's it for now. These are the upcoming events posted on December 28th of 2012 for charleswoodkarate.com. See you at the dojo.